Hello and welcome back. When we last left off, we had just had a Mass Effect type meeting where we talked to
By the
a
way,
council.
Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
I just got done with a Mass Effect type of situation where I had to tell them, hey, the Reapers are coming. And the council was like, ah. And then we got attacked and they were like, ah, you were right.
Brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Another one. Fucking A. That guy had 2 missions for me. Here's the elevator. Let's get the fuck out of here. Where's, there it is. I was gonna say, where's the bottom floor? They're not labeled. I need labels 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Captain, can I help you?
You cannot. You got nothing for me. I need to... Okay, everything is... Okay. Ooh, what the fuck? There's so many unknowns. How have I not gone to these? Apply for assistant director. Oh, I need to actually do that. That's for that other mission. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got like the big boost, not like the little one. Where's this gonna take me? Okay. Hey.
Chief Yassine, these orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Yeah.
That must make you my Vanguard captain.
That's
Welcome
right.
to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command.
That's
I
quite the
heard
lofty
you were
title.
instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Yes.
Someone paid attention in current events.
I did.
So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varoon.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varoon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
No problem. I'm just going to need some electrodes, tooth extractor, and some sodium pentanol.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us.
Because they're assholes.
I'll provide guidance on
House
how we
Varoon
believe
sounds
you
like
can
the biggest
acquire each
asshole of
code,
all.
but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon?
Let's get House Varoon out of the way.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmor stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Well said. There's no reason to assume they're any worse than us, despite their cultural beliefs.
Of course, but there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmor's actually still alive.
Oh.
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
What kind of signs of life are you detecting?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Am I gonna find the plant from Little Shop of Horrors?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin. If we can ever find him. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I love that answer.
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
I hope we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation.
Ah!
But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here.
Oh god, that was hilarious. The way she just nonchalantly said
Once
that.
You're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
All right, tell me about Radcliffe.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Oh? I think you're underestimating how delightful I am.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
Oh, Lord.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you. Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life.
Good.
And someone who very likely hates her guts.
Ha!
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Now, if you have additional questions
Ooh.
or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
All right. I really want to kind of get rid of Sarah, though, because I have that trait where I'm an introvert, and I need her gone.
Here on Vanguard business?
Just look at, no, I was going to say, just look at this. Look at all the shit that we already did, but we didn't do it. Okay. This is the one that I wanted to do. So I think you can do that here. So let's... It's down below. Hooah! To the spaceport! It's a good thing these trains run pretty regularly. Whoop. Whoop. That actually hurt a little bit. Wow, they got everything fixed up really quick.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding me.
Oh wait, this is gonna take me off-world. I don't want to go off-world, but I can put something in my ship. I got a bunch of stuff that I need to get rid of. I need to get rid of this thing. I mean, it doesn't weigh anything, so that's fine. I'm really looking for like the spaceship parts. There they fucking are. Ship parts. Store. All. Holy fuck, why was I holding on to all of those? Shit, the container's at max. But look at, oh my, I can carry so much more now. Fucking A. Is this? Oh, I was hoping I could use the cooking station. Oh, I feel so much lighter now. Just look at this. Oh, I feel so good. All right. So why don't we, because we did a bunch of side missions, let's focus on this. This is main story shit, so let's do main story shit. Just to the point where I can get rid of Sarah. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's fun just to watch. It really is. All right. Let's pull up the map. Back out. We need to go to the Sol system. Home is where we're headed. Here's Venus. Here we go!
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent, the devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a Vanguard had flown by recently. No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say. No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our Vanguard was heading to next.
Alright. I'm opening fire. Those zealots are a threat to the whole system.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
Minimize ship system power to avoid detection. Systems like weapons and shields are easy to detect. For maximum self, power down all systems except 1 or 2 bars in your engines, and stay as far away from the enemy ships as you can. Get within 500 meters of the beacon so you can activate it.
Oh, great serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Varun's footsteps. That he jumped from the Sol system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. that he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
We're getting there. Being stealthy in a ship is it's a new thing. Almost there. Almost there. Stay on target. Almost there. I'll stop. I'll stop.
To all UC affiliated ships, I'm heading to the Nova Galactic Staryard orbiting Earth's moon. Yeah, I know. The whole place is decommissioned. But I need parts for emergency repairs. Hopefully it hasn't been picked clean yet.
Okay, I think we got what we wanted. Go to the Nova Galactic Staryard. Where's the Nova Galactic Staryard? There's the Nova Galactic Staryard. No, that's not what I wanted. Back. Ship stealth complete.
There it is. Nova Galactic Staryard, still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their Staryard hasn't been running in forever.
It's good that you